Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of this YUWISS earbud. That's a single earbud, that's not a pair of earbuds, just a single one. It's pretty cheap, currently listed for about $21 on Amazon only. It has even a 5% coupon, so that brings the price down to around $20, which is pretty low. I mean, yeah, it is a single earbud, but it has some really unique features. It comes actually with two batteries, and even with a single battery it has a runtime of around 18 hours. So with the two batteries we come to around 36 hours of playtime. I mean, not standby, we are talking about really playtime or talk time. So if you are especially somebody who is using this for a whole day, phone calls or so, I mean, yeah, for listening to music it's probably not perfect because it's a single one. But if you're somebody like professional who is out there somewhere in the field and needs some really good stable earpiece or earphone which doesn't die during the day, which is really reliable, I think that could be something for you. And that's the box, pretty simple box. Here we have some kind of description here. It's Bluetooth 4.2, it's not Bluetooth 5.0, but yeah, already version 4 has a lot of the nice features. I mean, usually Bluetooth 5.0 we need if we have a pair and they have to pair to each other. If we have single one, I think Bluetooth 4.2 is enough. So yeah, you can see everything and detail, yeah, model number and so on. It is not like sealed, it's an open box more or less. I mean, it's supposed to be new but pretty easy to open. Here we have the thing. I've seen that it already looked pretty stylish on the image. It's a little bit difficult to take it out. I have to be a little bit careful, don't want to destroy that. And yeah, here you can see there's I don't know if that's a weak point. I don't think so, but definitely when you take it out of the box you have to be careful. But it's really stylish. Look at this thing. I mean, I had already an old YUWISS, and that's a pretty decent upgrade to the old one. It looks much more stylish than the old one with these nice chrome applications here. So if you need something which really sits super tight in your ear, then yeah, maybe it could be something for you, especially maybe for gym. Yeah, it sits really hard inside. And of course we get some more things. Yeah, I guess that's micro USB, but there are also different ear tips. So yeah, I think it's worth to check how many we get and what type of cable we get. So maybe there are just two additional ear tips, and they look like almost similar size. I don't see much of a difference. So here we have also the spare battery. It looks almost like a second earpiece or a second earbud, but it's not. It's just the battery. And yeah, here we have to find out how we have to replace the things. So it could be really interesting to see. I mean, it really is close to a second earbud, but do we have all the, yeah, I think the control is here, so we don't have any control on the battery. And here we have, that's a micro USB cable, so we can see here the ear tips, and we have also the instructions which I'm going to show you really quickly here. It looks like the model number is Y6. Here we have some things. Yeah, it just takes maybe 1 or 2 minutes to show you everything, but I'm always doing that. So So that could help you to make a better buy decision if you need some details, or maybe you lost the instructions, or you buy used. Yeah, probably rather not, but you never know. I mean, it's always good to have these things here. That's a lot. So yeah, usually it's not so much, but I'm still keep going with that. Maybe we have also different languages. Seems to, yeah, describe everything, how to reset, support. Looks like we are coming to an end here. How to care, how to use warranty card, and yeah, now that's it actually for the English part. And then we have just shown some Asian language here. They seem to have a website, so that's it actually. So I'm going to charge them fully and then connect to the phone and listen to that. Try to find out how comfortable they are, how good they sit on my ear, what I can do, how comfortable they are, how good the sound is. I mean, usually we can expect pretty good sound with these soft rubber ear tips. So let's find out how good it is in this case. Of course, there's no warranty when we have soft rubber ear tip, that we have a really good like bass sound or so. And also we are going to try the microphone, of course, which is really important. I don't see where it sits now at the moment, but I'm going to make a phone call and record it, and I'm going to play it for you so you can hear here on this video how it will be when you talk to other people, how good other people will understand you. That's maybe important for you, that you know if it's really possible to use it to make a lot of phone calls. There are some complaints in the reviews about the microphone quality, so let's see if that is really a problem on this headset. So I think it's definitely worth to show you also the charging or some simple functions before we start with the test. So by the way, what I found out, of course, yeah, since we do not have two earpieces or earbuds, we just need one for one size. So we have already one is here, so we have the medium one here and the large one here and the small one here. So we have still three different sizes, of course, because we just need one. Then we have the two earpieces. We can charge them at the same time. Here you can see I'm charging this one here, and there's a red LED. Red means it's charging. We have also the other one where we have this centerpiece here, and there's the protection here for the charging port. We just remove the thing. The best is to grab it from the side. And then we have also this USB port or this USB plug here. So let's see, as you can see now both are charging same time. That's really cool. And the thing is, we can also remove this centerpiece here. It's a little bit difficult, or you have to get used to that. The best is you hold this here, and with another finger you grab here. There's a small gap, and then you grab it with your fingernails, and then you have to pull somehow. I mean, you cannot pull here because it's just here in the middle. You have to be to get used a little bit. I mean, this is just a standard USB-C plug, nothing special. You can see that in the middle. This is how it looks. The really interesting thing is that you can use it on both sides because it's USB-C, so you can flip it to the other side. Here we have it. I can't see that. I think it's for the left side. If you want to wear it on the right side, you just move this around and plug it in here, and you can just push it in, and you have an earpiece for the right side. So that's super interesting, and yeah, I haven't seen that like this. The thing is, yeah, so usually when you have just one earpiece, then you can just use it on one side. You cannot switch the side. Here you can switch the side very easily. I mean, you have to get used a little bit to how this works. Also, I have to get used to that, but apart from that, it's pretty simple. And yeah, here we have actually two buttons. Here's the multi-function button here outside. You can hear that. And we have also this volume button here, like there's an up and down. It has actually two functions. It has volume up and volume down, and fast forward or forward to next track and back to previous track. And we have also functions to invoke Siri or Google Assistant, and yeah, and start playing, stop playing, and accept call or reject call or call last number, all these things which you have in standard. But the really good thing is that you have volume up and volume down, which is not standard, definitely not. Even some earbuds for $50, they do not have this function, so it's nice to see that here. So I'll keep charging and then I'm going to test. So it was not fully charged, but I just wanted to connect and see how it works. So I connected it with the main piece. So I'll just push a little bit and you can see it starts now. What's important, you have to put it in your ears when it looks like this to see what language it is. It supports two languages like Chinese and English. And while you have it in pairing mode like this, when it flashes blue and red, you have to put it in your ears and then select the language. When it's not your right language, you have to double push to change the language. So looks like standard language is English. So if you want to use it in English, so you don't have to do that. Just if you want to use that in Chinese, yeah, just push twice during this situation and you will hear a voice prompt which will tell you it has switched to Chinese. At least this is what I'm guessing. I didn't understand it. At least when I switched back to English with another two pushes, it said something like switched to English. So here I'm checking if I can find the, yeah, that's the Y6. Yeah, it just took a couple of seconds. This is not unusual. And so we have to say pairing. Do we have to give authorizations? No, nothing. And it says, yeah, battery is still 100% even when we didn't have the blue light or green light. So looks pretty good. And it looks like it's ready to test. So I have been testing now this earbud for a little bit and the result was very mixed. So on the one side it looks like the device itself is really nice, it's sturdy, doesn't look too bad. And it's also very comfortable, even when it has some decent size or decent weight because of the battery. It is still very comfortable, also comfortable in my ears, and it has a really nice fit. I mean, really tight fit. It doesn't get loose. I mean, when you do crazy things, if you would take this to gym, I think you could almost do anything, and you won't lose that. So that's the positive thing. It's really stable, has a good fit, looks good, I would say. I mean, for this style, definitely good looking, but it has also some bad things. Yeah, also what's good is the volume toggle here, plus minus, and also fast forward or forward to next track and to back to previous track. That has been working pretty good. It's easy to find on top with your fingers. You can easily feel these two buttons here. What's more of a problem is this button outside. I mean, you easily find this thing, but it's so hard to push. It's extremely hard to push, and when you push, of course it will push the thing deep into your ears, which is actually good to listen, but it almost hurts your ears when you push here. So that's definitely too hard. This button is definitely way too hard for my taste. So if you want to take a lot of calls and yeah, hang up or reject, and you have to push a lot on this button, yeah, it could actually hurt your ears, so that's not so good. Regarding the sound quality, I would say, yeah, you can use that. It's not bad, at least if you have to listen to other people, like on a phone, or I've been listening to YouTubers, videos, I mean, not only music, but also people talking on YouTube, and they were really super easy to understand. I mean, if you have just normal wave height, I mean nothing really special, the sound quality is pretty good. If you want to listen to music, that's a different thing. There's almost no bass. I mean, I wouldn't say zero bass, but the bass, the amount of bass sound is really low. I've been using then bass booster, and with the bass booster maximum, yeah, it was okay. Then it had some, I would say, decent bass sound when this thing was really deep in my ears, and I had it on maximum, not maximum volume, but maximum bass boost, and it was okay. Also, it is not very loud. You have to have it almost on the highest volume setting to have it really loud. I mean, that's also a good thing. It's almost impossible to hurt your ears, but yeah, it has some limits. I mean, I wouldn't say, yeah, it's a problem because you cannot turn it to a high volume, but you have to almost have it on the highest setting to listen to decent music. That's a little bit strange. I don't think it's a problem, but it's rather unusual. So the connectivity has been always stable. I don't see any problem with Bluetooth 4.2. Usually this shouldn't be a problem. We have decent size of battery, so there's no need to save a lot of battery in this device, and the antenna is probably pretty large, so I don't see any problem regarding that. But the sound isn't really good. So if you buy this to listen to music, there are other things around. I mean, I've been testing other things on my channel. You will definitely find better earbuds than this to listen to music. Also the microphone, I mean, the quality, actually I would say the quality of the microphone is not bad. That's just a problem which most of the earbuds have. There is like a huge swing in volume, so the sound recording, when you're talking to somebody, it is low and goes up and low and up and low, and yeah, everything, it's a huge up and down regarding the sound volume or microphone volume. That's rather annoying and could be difficult to understand you, so I'm going to play that now for you. YUWISS Y6 audio test 1 2 3 4 5. YUWISS Y6 audio test 1 2 3. So I hope you have been able to listen to that, and yeah, it's really not too convincing. Yeah, good things are actually with the buttons here, because you have, I mean, you have all the functions which you can have. I think there is nothing which is left out, and the really good thing is there is no really loud voice prompt. So with some cheap Chinese earbuds, you have a really or extremely loud voice prompt, like when you increase the sound volume or when you decrease it or go to the next soundtrack or to previous one or something like that. Sometimes these things are announced so loud that it almost hurts your ears. So this is not the case here. There's almost nothing. Only I think when you reach the maximum sound level, there is a small beep or something like that. Absolutely nothing which should be a problem. So it is really strange. Actually, it has a lot of good things, but it has quite some flaws. I mean, we are talking about an earbud which has really long battery life or extremely long battery life, and we have a nice thing which we can change it from left to right, easy change the battery, and I think it's really a decent quality. I mean, it doesn't look cheap, and usually with this brand we can expect really good build quality, so I don't think that it will break anytime soon. You probably can use it for a couple of years, but the question is, do you want to use something like this for a couple of years? Yeah, it's not the greatest music sound, it's not the greatest microphone, so yeah, the question is, do you really want to use that? Yeah, you have to find out on your own. I mean, I cannot play you the sound, I can just tell you what it is based on my experience, and I would say, yeah, it's worth $20, but definitely not more. If they increase the price to $40 or so, would be definitely too much for $20. Yeah, maybe why not? And I'll definitely put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out, order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.